Good
Good
afternoon to
afternoon.
Duca.
Yeah.
Where are you, Duca?
How are you?
I'm
Nice
good.
to
So
meet
it's
you.
evening for you, and it's morning for Lufa.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Duca
trying to work
Duca
all
is
this out.
in Duca is in São Paulo right now.
Oh my
Yep.
God. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
Well,
I'm glad we could speak because we're a little bit all over the place with the time zones. So that's brilliant.
I
Nice to
know.
meet you all.
Where are you at, Paul? Are you London? No.
No, I'm in South Wales, just across from London. I'm in Wales, which is part of the
Wales.
UK. Yeah.
You know Duca, where is it?
Uh,
Sorry.
no, I know Bournemouth. Bournemouth is in
Okay.
south as well.
Yeah, a bit further north than Bournemouth, but
Okay.
not far away. But we're a separate country within the UK. So don't
Do you
call
know
don't.
Amersham? Amersham, Cheshire.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
not far
I've
from.
been there many times. A long time ago.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gera.
Ô, vocês estão me vendo
Paul.
aí? A conexão
Yes.
tá meio ruinzinha.
Não, e a gente pode. Yeah, a gente pode te ver. Paul, Gera, he doesn't speak we speak some English, so we're gonna do
Okay.
some kind of a Portuguese and English.
Fine.
Okay.
No problem. Great. So nice to meet you all, and congratulations on the album. I know that it's been out for a little while on the digital streams, and I've had the opportunity to review it for the Powerplay magazine. So I've really enjoyed it, and congratulations on that. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Entendeu,
Great.
Gera?
Não.
Ele falou parabéns pelo álbum,
Aham.
basicamente isso.
Isso eu
Parabéns pelo
entendi.
álbum.
Tá bom.
All right.
So let's get the current situation out of the way in terms of how life has been for you. Obviously, it's been difficult for everyone across the world in terms of the pandemic. But Lufa, obviously, are you in California? Did you say? Are you in LA?
Yes, I'm in LA.
So you've got the added problem of the fires as well now. Yes.
Yeah, Corona is not enough. We need a fire. So
Yeah.
it's kind of 10 minutes away from here. I can see the mountains burning from my house.
Terrible.
And
terrible.
the orange sky
Orange
as well.
sky, it is smoke,
Yeah.
everything.
Whoa.
You know what we did like 2 days ago? A Brazilian barbecue with the 30 people in the house.
No way. Ah, amazing.
And
Ah,
in Brazil, we have a kind of this problem as well.
Yeah.
In Pantanal,
I heard
is
about it.
burning. Yes, it's
It's burning,
burning.
right? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's a crazy time. So how have you been in terms of the coronavirus? Have you all been safe? Have you all been well?
Ô, Gera, ele tá perguntando a respeito do corona. Responde você primeiro, como que você tá sendo? Aí eu traduzo para ele. Como que você tá vivendo com o corona?
Agora é um momento muito difícil para a gente, né? Porque a logística toda mudou, né? Eu, no caso, que eu tenho as crianças em casa, isso é uma dificuldade muito grande, né?
He's saying that it's been very difficult to him because his kids at home and it's a lot of difficulties.
Yeah, sure.
E como eu trabalho também com música publicitária, eu tenho condições de trabalhar, mas os meus clientes não têm condição de solicitar trabalhos, então, porque eles estão racionando, né? Então,
Because he works
isso afeta a gente.
He's working in advertising music, doing like jingles and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's able to work from home, but his client is not able to work from home.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
It's very difficult. So we've got
Duca,
that out of the way.
Sorry, Paul, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's the question I have to ask with every interview this year, which is driving me mad. You know, everyone, how are you? How are you doing? All the rest of it. So let's get on to some more interesting stuff. So you're obviously an interesting combination of band, Brazilian, American, all the rest of it. How did it all come about? How did you get together? Tell me a bit about the history of the band.
Okay, Duca, you're up.
You can say about it.
I can say about it?
Yes,
Okay.
you
put
this together.
I put this together. Well, I know this guy, Paul. This guy's for a long time. since from the beginnings of 90s, for example, Duke and I, we put together our first band ever. We played together. It was like a trio guys, like three guys playing together. I was on the drums,
My
Duke
brother
playing the bass, and his brother playing the
on the
guitar
guitar.
and singing. Jera, he was my, I can
90
consider,
it was in 1992.
exactly,
Yes.
1992.
Good
And
God. Okay.
Jera, and Jera, he's still my favorite producer. Talk about the way he conducts uh, the drumming and his ideas of drumming. He's a crazy fan of Rush, so he likes Neil Peart really, really, really much. So, and then we have been working together from Oficina G3, with he was the producer, which is Duca's another band, and so I know him, I know Jera as a producer from another bands, and I always like to work with him as a producer. And then I was in the need to release something new as a solo project. So I talked to them and said, hey guys, you know what? I needed to release something about my career. So what about we put like some songs together, something like progressive, and and I can bring you guys to LA, and we have fun together. We can play this live and record videos as well, because besides audio, it's video as well. And then they say, yeah, let's do it. So I put this team together, and Theo Dornelos, which is the guitar, he's busy right now. He can't be here. And then
He crashed his car.
crashed his car, yeah. And then the songs they came out, but at the last minute we need a vocal, which is Dennis Atlas, and he was supposed to be here. Probably he's sleeping right now. And then we found Dennis at very, very last minute, Paul, because I had one guy, which is Kenny Shipman, and then I knew it for certain that he would be down to be with us. But after when he listened to the songs, he goes like, yeah, you know what, brother? That's not my kind of music. I don't want to be part of it. Oh, really? And then we were planning to record. This guy was about to arrive in LA in January 12, I think, something like that. The nightclub was booked to record in 21st. It was Christmas Eve, and we didn't have anybody to sing. So it was really, really cutting close. And then I was with the Brazilian guys, at the Christmas Eve party before Corona, of course. And then I was like surrounded by a lot of musicians. Hey guys, I need somebody to sing. I need somebody to sing, because my brothers from Brazil, they're about to arrive to record the album. We don't have a singer yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out that one friend of mine, Francis, he said, yeah, I know a guy, Dennis. He's a really good singer, and when I sent Dennis the songs, it was a completely match. He just loved it, the songs, and his tone of voice, like, it was a perfect match, because a lot of people say that he sounds like a Jim LaBrie from Dream Theater. My opinion, he's more like Geddy Lee from Rush, I think. I don't know.
Kind
of.
that.
Maybe he's like James Lee or Geddy LaBrie, one of the two. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, something like that. Well,
Yeah.
but it turns out, but besides of every music stuff, all of these guys is a part of a great friendship, and we get along really, really good. And talks about bands, Paul, you know better than I do, that band is all about friendship. If you don't guys get along with each other, the band is not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So basically was the whole idea. Entendeu,
Right.
gente? Mais ou menos? Deu pra entender, né?
Entendi. Deu.
Em inglês do Lufão é pra cá, pra cá, pra cá, pra cá. All right, Paul.
That's brilliant. Great.
He's saying that his English is like a drum and stuff.
Yeah, Brazilian English like it's not like Indian. Indian like guys from India they speak.
So you've mentioned obviously two of the big progressive influences in Rush and obviously Dream Theater. Are they the two big bands that you all have loved for a long time? Are there any other bands? There are obviously hundreds of bands, but are there any others that you feel essential to your sound that you wouldn't be able to make your music without having been a fan of other bands? Any particular bands stand out?
Ele tá perguntando fora Dream Theater e Rush, outras bandas que influenciaram a gente.
Acho que é difícil dizer, porque a gente que trabalha com música há tantos anos, você é uma somatória de tudo aquilo que você ouviu a vida inteira, né?
It's hard to say because after when you've been working with the music for a long time, you were a sum everything that you have been heard from decades.
Uhum.
No meu caso, como acho que minha vida inteira profissional, eu trabalhei como produtor, eu nunca fiquei buscando ser fã de alguma banda. É muito mais um olhar crítico ou uma observação para aprender. Então você acaba ficando fã, em tese, de muitas coisas, né?
As a producer, I never focused to be fan of one band specifically. I always look to every band as with more the criticism to try to learn something, but looking around for every band.
Okay, fine.
Do about you? Do you have any band? Do you know Paul was weird? Duca, he kind of he doesn't like Dream Theater, right? No. I mean that no.
No,
I can't blame them.
It's a kind of mathematic music. Is so. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
So robotic. I prefer
is.
things that with more swingy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to say, but
it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes,
makes
I think
sense.
Sure.
this kind of music sounds a lot of robotic stuff.
Okay.
I don't like.
Sabe o que eu acho que vale a pena a gente comentar aqui? É que em nenhum momento a gente pensou no Dream Theater.
It's Jed is saying that we never thought about Dream Theater in this song.
No,
It's never we thought you know what, Dream Theater, we should do Dream Theater or Dream Theater. The name Dream Theater was never in our compositions and everything. That's true, Jed. É verdade, Jed. That's true. We never thought about Dream Theater.
O que talvez tenha trazido, porque a gente ouve muitas pessoas fazendo essa ligação com o Dream Theater, mas acho que o que está ligando foi o briefing mesmo, né? Quer dizer, a gente tinha um disco no início que a gente estava livre para fazer divisões rítmicas, composições, tudo muito solto, mas focando na bateria como um instrumento performático. Então, naturalmente...
He's saying that it's hard. No, actually, he said we focus on the drumming and maybe this briefing of okay, it has to be everything about me as a drummer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe because of that, it turns out in some progressive music that maybe we can yes, I can see some Dream Theater right there. Maybe because I'm a little bit fan of Mike Portnoy and I do some
a little bit.
A little bit. I know he copies me. I know that he copies me. So I'm saying maybe it's the feels that I do, but it's I agree with Jed. Maybe the briefing was let's focus on drumming, and that's why maybe it's hard to explain.
Sure.
Because the beginning of this project, not project, your job.
Yeah,
it was your job.
My solo. Yeah, it was supposed to be my
solo. So we focused on your stuff, and it turned in some time, in some point, it turned to the band.
Sure.
Yeah, that's another thing too, Paul. I had my previous album as a solo musician. It was Drums on Classics, which is classical songs with the progressive drumming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. It sounds more like a solo drummer album. But this one with Danny singing, since from beginning, I saw my wife and Jetta was like, you know what, this is more like a band, man. This is not a solo album.
Mm-hmm.
So it turns out, okay, let's turn into. Is that okay for you guys if we turn this into a band? So now we're a band.
Sure. So obviously, when did you actually do all the recording? Because you did it live, didn't you? From what I understand, you did it in a couple of weeks. Is that right? You got together and did it in a couple of weeks.
Yes, we had. Well, I've been to Brazil for a couple times for we put together the songs and we arranged all the songs and everything. But they did all the homework, like learning the songs and how to play and everything. And then when we came here, we practiced like a little bit, like how we, because to play by myself, it's one thing. Playing together with another guys, it's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then since from the beginning, I liked the idea to do both things, audio and video. So I rent a nightclub and we put a lot of cameras around and we needed to, we needed to record audio and video, and that's what we did. Have you seen the videos, Paul? Some videos?
Yes, I've seen several of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you guys can see like how's the band performing live, and how is the audio, how we sound like. It's an issue when you have. It's not an issue. I'm saying the most of the bands they release audio in Spotify first, but you don't know how the band looks like, how the band, how's the behavior in the stage.
Yeah.
And we try to nail the two things at the same time. That's how we look like, and that's how we sound like. So we record video and audio at the same time.
And when did you actually do the recording? What was it? The beginning of this year or
Before Corona, January.
before
Yeah.
Corona? So you were in some respects very clever doing that, because you've been able to release the videos through the coronavirus outbreak, so people have something to see. Because I think you're releasing them bit by bit, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
One at a time.
Yeah. But also, Paul, this is really, really tricky. If I see all the comments in the videos, and if I get a YouTube reports, I can say 99% are Brazilians, because we have really fan base in Brazil, which is a little bit disappointing for me, because I know that in Europe, England, for example, there are a bunch of festivals that we can play more. We have more access. This kind of music, it's more international.
Yeah.
Than to the Brazilian market. So that's my point. That's why I talked to Mark from Powerplay. And first of all, I got really, really happy to see that you guys made the review about the album. And that's my goal. Like, when this Corona ends, that we can go out and play in England, Europe, Asia, United States. Yeah. Because I can, but it's a long road to go. I know.
Yeah. And especially at the moment, because of course bands can't do anything other than put music out. So the market is saturated to a certain extent. I'm writing for Powerplay and I write for 2 other websites, and I'm reviewing 5 or 6 albums a week that are coming through. So I think the key thing for you guys is that you've got something which is a bit different to a lot of the stuff we're hearing. So if we can get it out there, that obviously gives you the publicity, and having the videos as well gives you that opportunity for people to actually look you up on YouTube and see it, and then see what you look like and all the rest of it, which is helpful, because a lot of the bands I've spoken to, obviously for the first couple of months after they'd recorded their album, couldn't even do a video because they weren't allowed to get together.
Exactly. Entendeu? Ele falou, ele disse que a maioria das bandas, álbum, tudo bem, dá pra gravar na época do Corona, mas não vídeo. E a gente fez uma coisa certa, que foi ter gravado vídeo e áudio ao mesmo tempo e ter a possibilidade de lançar os vídeos durante. E eu falei um pouco do meu disappointment de que ainda os números são bem brasileiros. Os nossos viewers é tudo Brasil, e que a ideia é a gente tocar mundo afora. Right, Paul?
Okay. So the response that you've had for the album, I know you say it's a lot of it has been the Brazilian fan base, but how has the response been? The reviews that you've had and the feedback, has it all been good? Have you had any particularly different reviews, people that have made maybe a comment that's made you laugh or something?
Greece,
ahead.
Greece. that Greece magazine. They were a kind of rude, not rude. I don't know how to say.
I never know how to. It's Greek or Greece? Greece, right?
Greece.
Yeah.
Greece,
Greece.
right, Paul?
Yeah,
Greece,
yeah.
We had one kind of not bad review. It was something like, they sound like from
Yes.
Greece. So apparently we are not gonna perform in Greece.
The thing with the Greeks is they only like stoner, black metal, and power metal. That's the only three types of music they like.
Oh, really? Ele tá dizendo que na Grécia eles só gostam de power metal and.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
They either sound like Firewind or Rotting Christ. So it's one of the two.
But average speaking, Paul, we've been getting really, really good reviews, except by the how can I say? It's a really short album.
Not short album, short musics, short songs.
Yeah. Short songs, yeah.
Everyone they take the same point. It's very nice, sounds good, they sound that, but the
32
songs,
minutes.
Yes, why? But for us, it's normal because we don't think about time, about so long music have to be nominated like this is progressive song
Because last 15 minutes.
Yes.
But for me, that was one of the big attractions, was that you've got a 20-minute song in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which to me says technically the complexity, the quality of the musicianship is all there, but you haven't actually had to spend 20 minutes to do this song like certain bands do. You've managed to compress it. It doesn't come across as anything any different. It's just that you've actually got progressive songs that are in a shorter format. And for me in particular, I don't want to spend 20 minutes listening to every song. You know, I actually like the fact that it was a nice, short, punchy album that you could listen to twice in an hour, because you could then put it on and then you could let it play again and let it get into you. Whereas if you've got a song that is 20 minutes long and then you've got 4 of them on the album, you think, God, if I'm going to review that's half my day gone before I even got to the end of it, you know?
Gera, o que ele está dizendo, ele disse que a gente conseguiu, ao invés de fazer músicas progressivas que duram 20 minutos, a gente conseguiu comprimir tudo isso em 4 minutos. Isso é muito legal.
Yes, Paul, I think bands, progressive bands, they are always trying to counter history. So they want to, I don't know this word, narrativa. Luffy, me ajuda.
You can say
narrative.
Narrative.
Yeah.
Makes sense, Paul. We would say narrative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always they are trying to do a narrative of this of something, and we could, I don't know, uh,
Yeah, we
uh,
could do it. Yeah, exactly.
yes, synthesize
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
what we want to say in 3-4 minutes.
3 or 4
It's
minutes. Yeah.
possible.
It
I
is
think
possible.
it's possible. So that was what we did.
So on one of the YouTube things that I saw, there's quite a long. I think it's 3 hours of you guys playing. If I'm right, I've only seen the individual songs, but I saw something on there that was quite long. I think you were doing a mix of uh, the luggage and some Dream Theater stuff, if I remember rightly. Does that mean that when you play the songs live, if you ever get back to playing live music, and I assume the plan at one point
Hopefully
is
we
to play
will.
live, is that obviously you could then extend those songs a little bit, so you got the opportunity, but you've got the shell of the song, and then you can extend it without going into like
You mean
20
doing
minutes.
live version of the songs, doing something expanded like the triple of this,
Yeah, well, maybe
the
if a
solo of
song
the
is 4
guitar.
minutes, yeah, if a song is 4 minutes long, then it gives you scope to do a 6 minute song, doesn't it? To extend the solo and to extend the middle segments or whatever it is. I mean, that's the option you've got. If you've got a 20
Yeah.
minute song, people expect you to play a 20-minute song.
Yeah.
Ele está dizendo que se a gente tem ideia de fazer versões ao vivo das músicas mais longas, mais compridas. This is tricky. I never thought about it, to make new arrangements and to extend the songs. We have a lot of guitar solos already. We don't want more. But
Don't give him too much
I don't
trouble.
know.
He's
Honestly,
stressed
like,
drunk
I
out.
never thought about it. Vocês
Yeah.
pensaram alguma coisa disso? De fazer versões extensas das músicas para tocar ao vivo?
Não, ele acha que isso é uma coisa que faz falta.
Jed is asking you if do you think that it's something missing that or no? Not at all.
Not at all. I actually really enjoyed the album as it was. I'm just saying that I think there is opportunity should you want to. You know, I mean, a lot of slots that you will get at festivals will be 45 minutes or 35, 40 minutes. So it gives you a little bit of opportunity to play.
I know what you're saying.
Yes,
the odd song
I
a
got
little bit longer. Yeah.
I got what you mean. If you write a song with 20 minutes, you're a kind of, it's impossible to change because they expect 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
But if you do a song, 4 minute song, you can expand, or you can do just 4 minutes, or you can do some arrangement, different arrangement for the concert.
Yeah,
I got it. What you mean?
One thing I know for sure, Paul, if we got a festival to play and we're supposed to play 45 minutes, for sure we're gonna bring some new music.
Yeah,
it's something that we've been talking about, like get the opportunity to bring new stuff to the stage.
O que eu entendi que ele disse, que o Paul falou, foi o seguinte: quando você faz uma música de 20 minutos, as pessoas elas vão esperar essa música de 20 minutos e você fica engessado nesses 20 minutos de música. Enquanto se você faz as nossas músicas com 4 minutos, elas 4 minutos ok, mas você tem a possibilidade num show de fazer um arranjo diferente, coisa que numa música já engessada em gigante, você não consegue. Vou dar um exemplo, a gente pode ir num show ter a nossa música que tem 4 minutos, e num dado momento da música a gente cria um arranjo e toca um trecho de uma música do Rush e volta para nossa música. A gente tem essa liberdade com a nossa música um pouco.
What Duke is saying is like we have the opportunity to make the songs longer because we don't have a 20-minute songs.
Yeah,
our 4-minute songs, it's doable to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the example I was thinking of while you were talking then is if you go the several times that I saw Rush, if they played something like Xanadu, it was 11 minutes and that's what they had to play. If they played Tom Sawyer, it was a 5-minute song, but they could make it a 7-minute song, and that wasn't the problem because they could do an extended bit in the middle or whatever it was. And that's the flexibility you have, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay, so obviously you can't play live at the moment. Do you have anything that is planned, or are you just waiting and riding it out to see what happens?
For now, I'm desperate to get a booking agent to try to see if we can go in festivals. And what have listened to it? Like what have I heard here in the United States? I don't know. It's a rumor or not. It's that the festivals they are trying to booking as much as they can now because in 2021 is gonna be really really busy.
Hmm.
We never know. We still don't know. But my plans right now is to be able to find somebody else to like can book us
Yeah.
to see if we can go in 2021 around the world to
Mhm.
play. That's my huge plan right now. And obviously spread the music. I know we have a good stuff. We had good music right there, but I cannot wait for 10 years and 5 albums to people find us.
Yeah.
You know what
Sure.
I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Haken, for example. They are like 10, 12 years
Yeah.
around, and
Mhm.
after 6 albums, then now they are popular.
Yeah.
And obviously, and I'm sorry, Paul, but I am almost 50, man. I'm about to turn 48. Am I gonna be popular playing my 60 doing it is so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why
I can see
I
that.
I plan right now. It's like we have a good stuff, we have good music, but
Yeah.
we need to reach people. And also, Paul, we need to reach people. They like to this kind of a progressive rock that we do. We are
Mhm.
not metal. I don't consider like metal. We are more melodic, rock,
Mhm.
progressive. So if we, how do you define our music, Paul, by the way?
I just put it as progressive rock, to be honest, because
Progressive rock. It's not metal, progressive metal, right?
well, there are so many bands. I've never classed Rush as a metal band. I've never classed.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't class Haken as a metal band. I don't class load of bands as metal. But I think it's trying to get. I don't. It's one of the things I don't like about this kind of hard rock, heavy metal genre is that everyone wants to put a label on everything to say
I
you
know.
must be this metal, you must be that metal, you must be this type of rock, that type of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all you want to say is this is good music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's good music played by good people that can play their instruments, which is
Mm-hmm.
all I want to listen to. I want to hear people that have got together, that have got the talent, and can make good music. And it doesn't matter to me.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
agree.
Right. So, in terms of promoting the album, you've obviously got the Facebook page and you're doing the social media and stuff. Where's the furthest you've had a comment from? Where's the furthest that someone has listened to your album for you? Have you had any across Europe? You've obviously had the Greeks and some of the Brits now. So,
Yeah, we have been like Australia, England,
mhm.
Spain,
mm, Spain. That's
Yeah.
right, Spain,
Portugal.
Portugal. That's right. But nothing from Japan. Nothing from Japan. Nothing from Asia.
Yeah.
It's still there are a lot of room to grow, Paul. There are
Uh-huh.
still a lot of
Sure.
it's a matter for me resource money
Mhm.
to pay the right PR agents to spread the music,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it is hard, but I'm trying to do my best.
I think you're doing a grand job, and I hope that everything keeps moving forward because I think more people need to hear your music, and I will certainly be recommending it to a few friends of mine who like the kind of progressive rock.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
And hopefully the article the interview and the review that goes into the magazine will get a few more people interested, because the interview should be quite fun to read. I'm not quite sure I'm going to type the Brazilian bits up, but
Paul, how many people the Power Magazine reaches? Like, tô perguntando a revista dele, Gera, quantas pessoas atinge o alcance isso?
I don't know. It's certainly many thousand in the UK, because Mark has been running it as his business for over 20 years. So it's obviously, there's enough people to read it to keep him doing it as his job. So I certainly know quite a lot of people that do it. I don't know the exact figures.
But I mean, it's not digital. It's just a physical.
It's a physical
regular
magazine. Yeah.
And how many issues you guys print every month?
He does one a month, so it's normally 11 or 12 a year. Sometimes it doesn't run quite every month. He normally has a kind of a break over Christmas, so we don't always have it like a December and January version.
But I'm talking about copies, like thousands or 5,000.
Yeah, it's thousands, and it's stocked in the big supermarkets and the big stores over here. So you can go into the big supermarket and it will be on the shelf. And obviously, if it wasn't sold, it wouldn't still be on the shelf. So
for 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to buy it before I started writing for them. So
you guys distribute in India as well, or not?
I don't know where he distributes it. I mean, he certainly sends it across the world, because he's got contacts all over the place. So there will be a lot coming out. My understanding is that you will get a copy of the one with your interview in. That's my understanding. So he will send it.
Ele disse que a gente vai receber uma cópia da revista. Eu perguntei se essa revista o alcance é grande. Ele falou que todo supermercado vai estar, toda loja, enfim, que eles imprimem, ele não sabe exato, mas imprime milhares de revistas, uma revista física, não é uma revista digital. E hopefully people are gonna hear about us, right, Paul?
Absolutely. And what I'll do, I'll stay in touch with you via the email when the interviews come out, when it's printed. If you don't get a copy, then I will send you some photos of it so that you can put it on your Facebook page and stuff.
Nice.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Okay. Right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. I wish you all the best with the album and the continued development of the band, and fingers crossed that you will get to play sometime soon. I don't know how it's looking with you. It's not looking brilliant over here at the moment, but
are you a musician too, Paul?
No, I can just about play a triangle. That's all right.
Perguntei se ela era música e falou que o triângulo só.
This is my.
A gente pode montar uma banda de forró com ele, então.
Jed is saying that we can put together a Brazilian band with you play the triangle.
Brilliant. I look forward to it. You take care, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Look okay, Paul. Nice to meet you, Paul.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.